Hello friends, today we will learn how to monitor the SAP HANA database using the DBACOCKPIT transaction code. In this video we will check the database performance and health step by step. Let's get started. Step 1. Opening the SAP logon screen. First open the SAP logon and double-click on your SAP system environment. Enter your user ID and password to log into the system. Step 2. Entering the transaction code. Now enter the transaction code DBACOCKPIT in the command bar and press enter. This will take you to the DBACOCKPIT monitoring tool interface. Step 3. Selecting the system. In the DBACOCKPIT interface, select the system where the HANA database is configured. Choose the database name and press enter. Step 4. Navigating to the performance overview section. On the performance overview screen you can see graphical representations of CPU usage, memory utilization and disk I/O. Check the CPU usage graph and analyze if there are any spikes or unusual activities. Step 5. Analyzing memory utilization. In the memory utilization section, analyze how the database memory consumption is distributed. Clearly observe the allocation and free memory ratio. Step 6. Monitoring active sessions. Open the Session Monitoring tab where a list of active sessions and users is available. Identify any sessions that are consuming high resources. Step 7. Checking expensive statements. Go to the Expensive Statements tab and analyze the list of queries that are consuming significant time. Optimizing these queries is essential to improve performance. Step 8. Reviewing alerts. Navigate to the Alerts tab where database-related warnings and errors are displayed. Ensure that no critical alerts remain unresolved. Step 9. Verifying backups. In the Backup tab, check the status of the latest backups. Ensure that the system is properly backed up. Step 10. Reviewing database health summary. Finally, review the overall health summary where all key metrics are displayed. Step 11. Monitoring disk usage. Go to the disk usage section to check how much disk space is utilized by the database. Ensure sufficient free space is available for smooth operations. Step 12. Inspecting system logs. Open the System Logs tab to review recent logs and identify any unusual activities or errors in the database operations. Step 13. Checking long-running queries. In the Query Performance section, identify queries that have been running for a long time and investigate the cause. Terminate or optimize these queries if necessary. Step 14. Analyzing workload distribution. In the Workload Analysis tab, review how the database resources are distributed among different tasks. This helps in balancing workloads effectively. Step 15. Scheduling regular monitoring. Schedule regular monitoring checks using the DBACOCKPIT scheduler feature to ensure continuous tracking of database health and performance. So friends, this is how we monitored the SAP HANA database using DBACOCKPIT. This process helps you track database performance and health effectively. Step 16. Using the top 10 expensive statements for performance tuning. In addition to the Expensive Statements tab we explored earlier, you can go even further by specifically focusing on the top 10 expensive statements. This feature lists the 10 most time-consuming queries. You can use this list to prioritize optimization efforts. If you find queries that are consistently at the top, it's a strong indicator that those queries need optimization to improve overall system performance. Step 17. Reviewing disk read-write latency. Moving on to disk monitoring, it's critical to track the read and write latency of your storage devices. In DBACOCKPIT, navigate to the disk section to monitor these latencies. High disk read-write latency could indicate an underlying issue with your storage subsystem, such as bottlenecks or insufficient I/O capacity. Keeping disk latencies in check helps ensure faster data retrieval and better overall system responsiveness. Step 18. Analyzing index usage. Indexes are crucial for speeding up query performance. In DBACOCKPIT, you can check the Index Overview section to see which indexes are being used frequently and which are not. If an index is not being utilized but is still present, it may be taking up unnecessary space and resources. Removing or rebuilding unused or inefficient indexes can significantly improve performance. Step 19. Monitoring database growth trends. You can track your database growth over time using the DBACOCKPIT monitoring tool. By monitoring the size of your database, you can anticipate when additional storage might be required. Regular database growth tracking helps in proactive capacity planning. You can set alerts when your database size reaches a certain threshold, ensuring you are always prepared for expansion. Step 20. Verifying database configuration settings. It's important to periodically check the configuration settings of your SAP HANA system. Incorrect configuration can lead to performance degradation or inefficient resource utilization. In DBACOCKPIT, go to the configuration section to check key database parameters such as buffer sizes, memory allocation, and thread settings. Ensuring that these parameters align with SAP HANA best practices is essential for optimal performance. SAP HANA DB Monitoring Tutorial. We have covered advanced monitoring techniques like disk I/O performance, index usage, system configuration checks, and more. By incorporating these practices into your daily monitoring routine, you'll be able to manage your SAP HANA environment effectively. As always, if you have any questions or would like to learn more about SAP HANA monitoring, feel free to leave a comment or contact me directly. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like and subscribe to stay updated with more SAP HANA tips and best practices.